Hey guys, I'm back. Still wearing the same shit with the same crazy hair. Um, so this is number no, 15. Do you perform spells on a regular basis? And at first I was like, well, what kind of spells? Like, what's your definition? Because really, if you go to different people, they all have different definitions. Definitions. Yes, they all do. They all have different definitions of spell work in their mind. Um, I find a lot of people when they think spell work, they think this elaborate sort of ceremony or bathing under the moon and being sky clad and whatnot. But or they think of like being in this giant room full of herbs and doing their thing, and that's spell work. But when I think of spell work, I think of like on the go practical shit. I think of like you wake up in the morning and you put your honey in your tea. Well, what do you make the honey out of? Personally, I put runes in it. I draw runes in my tea with the honey. Or I'll stir my tea in a certain direction to bring in something while thinking it in my head or chanting it quietly. Leaving shit out front by my front door, I'll do that. When I clean, I sweep a certain direction. Oil on your tires if you're going on a long journey, right? That's a spell. When you shower, okay, visualizing cleanliness and purity, not only of body but of mind and spirit. Letting the water wash away your troubles, speaking into it maybe and letting it carry it down the drain. There's a lot of kinds of spell work that are very basic and very practical and very simple. And I feel like those get overlooked. And so, on that note, do you perform spells on a regular basis? Yes. How I see them? Absolutely. How often do I go all out? Like, all out being like whipping out my great grandmother's cauldron and like burning them down? Not as often. Not as often. I did do it last week, but it had been a while before then. So, I don't know. The big stuff, not as often, but I feel like that's good. You don't need to do the big stuff constantly. Like, and also, I go with Annika where, like, you don't have to necessarily do spells to be pagan. Like, that's not. I don't feel like that's necessarily required. And not only that, you shouldn't be doing spells just to do spells in the first place. Like, that defeats the entire purpose. You know, without the intention, without the heart, without the momentum there, why are you even doing it? Like, so, that's not a bad thing. I find spell work in the small things in life, in the direction things rotate, or the number that you use in things. Maybe at a certain time when I do what? I don't know. I don't know. If I was going to lay a foundation, maybe I'd do it at 4 o'clock. 4 is a good foundation number. Something feminine at 3 or 9. It's just stuff that, like, you look into the symbology of things, and anything can have an element of spell work in it. And that's just how I feel about it. And maybe you don't agree, but yeah, by my terms, I do it pretty often. I don't do the Grand Poobah stuff that often, but my God, that would be exhausting if I did. So you gotta come down sometime, right? So, yeah, that's my video. I love you guys. And if you have any more questions, feel free to leave them below in the comment section, and I'll get back to you. I love talking to people and stuff. So, hope you have a nice day.